I am speaking to Kate Wise. She is the director of YOUnity. YOUnity is a drop-in youth center in Gloucester. They are doing some incredible work with humans ages 16 to 25. Hi, Kate. Thanks for
Hi,
joining me.
Heather. Thanks for having me.
Can you start by explaining the work that YOUnity does and why we need it?
Certainly. So, Unity, as you said, serves youth ages 16 to 25 in Gloucester and the surrounding communities. Technically, we cover all of Cape Ann, which we typically quantify as far south as Salem and as far north as Rockport. And so we offer a blend of recreational and also social emotional programming to teenagers and young adults. We also have case management available on site as well as peer mentoring. And it is super important work because we find that the youth that we're serving are kids who might otherwise fall through the cracks of more traditional mental health systems.
Hmm. And how do kids connect with you? Do they find you through schools, through a therapist? How does this work?
That's a great question, Heather. So our referral system is pretty relaxed, hence the kind of drop-in title, right? So youth are really able just to stop by at any time during our hours, which are currently Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6. So they can come down and just walk right in and introduce themselves, and they're able to participate in programming to whatever degree they're interested in, whether that be working really closely with a case manager or taking a tour. We also have laundry facilities and shower facilities on site, as well as a small food pantry and safe sex and substance use supplies. So we have some youth who are here almost every day that we're open, and then we have other youth who might stop by just to pick up one or two supplies that they need. And yeah, and so kids are really able to be as involved as they're interested in being.
And where is the youth center? Let's start with that. That would be helpful.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we are downtown, right in Browns Mall. We are directly across from the VA Center.
So, Kate, tell me about the RAISE program.
So the RAISE program is a program that we developed in partnership with Gloucester High. One of the trends that the school had identified was that kids were academically really high achieving prior to the pandemic, and then really struggling to engage as a result of their subsequent anxiety symptoms. And so essentially, the high school had started to ask community partners if they had any space for a satellite classroom to occur. And naturally, we were a great fit for that need. And so we had 5 to 6 students start attending school on site at YOUnity. And it was really wonderful because we were able to connect with new youth who we might otherwise not have met. But we also saw that some of the kids who had previously been on the precipice of dropping out actually started to advance academically. And we actually had one particular youth who was able to graduate about 2 months early as a result of her involvement with the program.
That's
It,
amazing.
yeah, it was great. We were really excited for her.
So, would kids bring their laptops to the center and just basically be in their classrooms, but amongst each other so they were feeling some support and some
Yep,
community?
that's exactly right. Yes.
Wow, what a great idea. And
It was
it
like our
really,
own little breakfast club. It was super fun.
that's great. And it really addresses that lost learner, at least at the high
Absolutely.
school level. Yeah.
Right. And again, it was such a wonderful experience to see these kids who might otherwise be more isolated, doing work independently, able to form these friendships with one another.
So let's say an 18-year-old shows up and they're having issues with sexual identity. Do they just curl up in a chair and maybe someone will come talk to them? Do you have caseworkers on site? I think you mentioned you do, but
Right. Right. So we do have a case manager on site. Typically, she is supporting youth with, identifying housing opportunities, applying for benefits. Uh, for LGBTQIA identifying folks, we actually have Saga on site, and Saga initially started as the GSA at Gloucester High School and has now become a satellite division of NAGLI, and that's the North Shore's LGBTQIA Youth Drop-In Center that's located in Salem. But we actually have a weekly meeting on site at YOUnity for Saga, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. So in that instance, I would probably direct that particular youth to the group where they would be meeting with peers and getting peer support.
mm.
Yeah, so we offer a peer mentor training quarterly. Typically, it's through the Gathering Inspiring Future Talent program, and it is in partnership with the Department of Mental Health. It's a pre-employment training that assists young adults in creating a resume, practicing interviewing skills, and really is a fantastic support in getting kids connected with employment. But yeah, we certainly, our peer mentor is great at helping kids fill out applications. We have a case manager who's really skilled at vocational work. So
Hmm.
that's definitely something we can help with. It's really an attempt at making a low barrier point of access for kids in the community so that they wouldn't necessarily require a referral from a pre-existing provider in order to participate in services. But as I had mentioned, they could really just drop in and say, I'm really needing support with any number of case management services, or, I really am interested in applying to college, but no one in my family knows anything about that process, right? I would say if you ever had a young adult that you thought might be a good fit for this program, the best way to find out more information or to connect them would be to go to our Instagram page,
Hmm.
which I always feel much cooler talking about than I actually am. But that's probably the best way to get information out to teenagers and young adults these days. So our Instagram account is YOUnity, YOUNITY_Gloucester. And that offers an overview of all of our programming. And it also has photos of our physical space. So if there was a kid that was curious about what the program looked like and wanted to check it out before they came on site, that would definitely be an option.
Well, what else do you want the community to know and the youth to know about your program?
I would say honestly, just that we would love to meet you, and any time that you have that you're able to just stop by and introduce yourself, please do. We're still a super new program, and we're just trying to get connected to folks and really build rapport and let the community know that we're here as a resource.
All right, great. Well, so again, your hours are Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6?
Correct.
Um, well, thank you so much. And please feel free to come back and keep us up to date.
Thanks so much, Heather. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right.
All
Take
right.
care, Kate.
Thanks. Bye bye.